All right, so I'm trying to help you guys a little bit with preview. It can be a little bit tricky. I'm opened up a couple images that were originally saved as JPEGs. And the tricky thing with preview is you get way more options if things are saved as a PDF when you want to like play with them within preview. So if I have this document, this JPEG open in preview here, all I want to do is I'm in this one, it's highlighted. I'm going to go to export as PDF, and then I want to save it in a folder where I can find it. So I'm going to save it in this Kutztown folder. All right. And it might have this dialog box asking if you want to save it as a JPEG or a PDF. You're asking to save it as a PDF, so you want to use that extension. So the key here is once you're in preview, if you go to open, I'm going to go to that Kutztown folder and now open that image that was this guy Eds. So I'm opening it now as a PDF. So this one right here was the JPEG. I'm going to close it. So this is a PDF. This image is a PDF. And one thing you're seeing here as we look at these images, go back to the Ed one. If you click this button on the top left, that's the sidebar button. And you want to click thumbnail. That's going to allow us to see like what's embedded within a file. So I have all of these PDFs that were once JPEGs, but they were exported as PDF, and then I open them as PDF. I have them with their thumbnails open. I can then take the thumbnail and drag it into the sidebar of one of the other ones. And this is a way to combine multiple images. Now what you're seeing here, you see how it says 1 and 1? I want this one to be in this document, so sometimes it's easier if you, let's see, let me save it in it. No. Why isn't this working? I'm going to undo. Let's see. Is this one? That is a PDF. It should work. All right, so let's try dragging this one into this thumbnail. Nope, that's not working either. Usually they should say they should have multiple numbers in them and say like 1, 2, 3. But let's just try putting them all together in here. They're all saying 1, 3 pages of 3. Let's see if we click all 3. Well, if we have all 3 of these selected, let's see if we hit export as PDF, what it does. I'm going to see trial of 3. Save it in that Kutztown folder. Okay, so let's go into open, trial of 3. And it has all 3 images, and you see underneath it says 1, 2, 3. So that's one way to get all of them together. The key was you're opening them first as JPEGs within preview, exporting them individually as PDFs into a folder where you can find them, then opening that PDF. Then you can drag them together, but they have to all be PDFs. Make sure you've selected them all. So I do that by selecting something and hitting shift so that all of them are selected, and then I export it as PDF. Another question someone had is, what if an image is rotated wrong? Now, right now these are all right, but let's just say this image was supposed to be the other way around. There's this button at the top here that if you let your mouse sit over it, says rotate left, and that will rotate individual images. And then whatever the rotation is that you want, you just hit save at that point. You get it all rotated the way you want. So I'm just going to hit save. So if we close this, and then I open it again, that was called trial of 3. Now it saved it the rotated way that I had it when I went through and rotated them. I can change it again if I need to. So that's one of the ways to use preview. if you have Preview or Mac on your computer.